Hello there guys, and welcome back to another reaction video on Blink-182. Since Edging came out, it's gotta be last year now, I've still been intrigued but haven't been a massive fan of what's come out so far. So we've had Edging, which I enjoyed. We've had More Than You Know, which I thought was okay, but it lacked any sort of memory for me. It was just one of those more anonymous ones. I listened to it, I enjoyed it, but it didn't make me go and revisit it multiple times. I've listened to it a few times since, but I've got the same opinion on it. One More Time, it's grown on me slightly. Like, it's a good song. I think just for that sort of song, it should sound more raw and natural than it did. But overall, I liked it. Dance With Me was okay. I haven't done a reaction video to this. I listened to it, I think, on the way to work. It was okay, but again, I didn't love it at all. And even though with Blink-182, I will never say that I am a die-hard Blink fan. I like pop punk, I like alternative music, and I do like Blink-182, so I do want them to still be bringing out bangers, because they have got some of the best pop punk songs that have ever been put out. And yes, I get they are going for a different sound. They're going for something to bow out with, because that's what's going to happen sooner rather than later. They are going to bow out because, you know, they're in their 50s, like, they are getting older. I think that's why we are getting songs like One More Time, where it's just like, fuck me, look at the journey we've been on. This next song that I'm about to react to, I've heard very mixed opinions of it. Obviously, Blink have a massive fan base, and quite right, they've fucking earned it. They really have earned it. Even though from a snippet that I've heard, I'm probably not gonna like this song. I completely respect everything that they have achieved and stand for, but if I don't like the music, then I'll say. But me not liking a song, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change my opinion of Blink. It just means that I'm not a fan of the new stuff, and that's the same with several bands. Fuck me, Slipknot, their new stuff is worse than their old stuff. I still like it. But I am gonna go into this open-minded, completely open to have my mind changed, so let's have a listen. That was proper like 80s, wasn't it? Like clapping along music. Late nights feeling kinda lonely. Drive home, no one's waiting for me. I don't miss the days before I fell for you. Fast times fun but overrated. White lines fun but then you hate it. Cold hearts and nobody could break it. Sad but true. And honestly, I needed you. You needed me. It's crazy. Do you remember the time? Okay. It's one of those, it's very listenable. It's reminiscent of old Blink. Young men talking about women and love and finding love and having girlfriends and all that sort of stuff. This is what I mean when I'm saying that this sort of music gets cringe as people get older. Like, no one can tell me that this song for a 55-year-old man isn't cringe. You are dreaming if you're telling me that's not cringe. Is it still enjoyable? Yes, obviously it is. Everyone loves a bit of cringe. So far, this is just a bit of a cheesy 80s influenced song, and I'm not hating it. It's better than I thought it was going to be from the start. When I heard that clapping, I was just like, oh, here we fucking go. This is going to be shit. It's not shit. It's enjoyable. Like, this is one that I can listen to. It's got the pop punk element. Yes, it's fucking cringe. Sometimes cringe things are enjoyable, but that bit reminds me of the fucking Horrid Henry intro track. What I mean, this is just a very childish song, and I guess that is what's got a charm to it. But for me, I just cannot unsee these 55-year-old men making teenage music.
How could I ever forget laying in your bed, having sex all night? It's fucking with my head. Now we can never pretend that we can only be friends. We should do it again and again. And honestly, I needed you. You needed me. It's crazy. Do you remember the time when we first met? You were at a party with your ex. I said hello, then I got drunk. Do you remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the night when you came over, playing songs, laying on my shoulder? We made out till the sun came up. Do you remember the time? Remember the time we fell in love? Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time? Remember the time we fell in love? How could I ever forget laying in your bed, having sex all night, fucking with my head? Now we can never pretend that we can only be friends. Remember the time we fell in love?
Wow. I really enjoyed listening to that. But come on, guys. If you are trying to tell me that that is an amazing song, if you're trying to tell me that that isn't cringe, I can't help you. Sure, enjoy it. I enjoyed it. That's probably one of the most re-listenable off this new album that I've heard so far. Yeah, haven't really got much more to say about it. I enjoyed it. Again, it's fucking super overproduced. I think the only one that sounds somewhat normal on it is Mark. The drums and guitars sounded like they were way far in the background. But yeah, it was alright. So, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and go and check it out because you will have a blast listening to it in a bit.